Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our regular meeting of our Palm Springs Unified School District. I will now call the meeting to order and begin with roll call.
Board Member Espericueta,
Here.
Board Member Cornett,
Here.
Board Clerk Jarrell,
Here.
and Board President Girardi, as well as Board Member Tim Wood, are both absent today.
Thank you. So next, we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance and ask Board Member Espericueta to lead us in the pledge. Please stand.
Ready? I'm playing.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And I've asked Board Member Cornett to read the mission statement. Thank you.
Thank you. All members of Palm Springs Unified School District are united in our commitment to equity. We create deep, meaningful learning opportunities, build professionalism, engage parents and community to ensure success for all students. All students graduate with the skills, capacities, and confidence needed to succeed in a rapidly changing world.
Thank you so much. Next, we move on to item number 7, report of closed session actions. Item 7, Board Member Cornett, are there any closed session actions to report?
There are no closed session items to report.
Thank you. Next, we'll approve our agenda. Item 8, can I get a motion to approve this agenda as presented?
Move for approval?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Motion passed. All right, next we'll move on to public comment. And have we, Board Member Cornett, received any email comments?
No, we have not.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we move on to our in-person comments. Is there anyone in the audience or in public who would wish to address the Board of Education tonight with a yellow speaker card? Anyone? Okay. Seeing that we have none, we'll move on to our board member comments. Item 10. Would you like to start, Sergio, with comments? Thank you.
Okay. Good evening. In this, between the last meeting and today, I have the opportunity to assist to many events. On March 23, I attended the Sound and Music event at the Sonoran at ASEAN Pan Spring. That one was ACAS 24 talented musical theater university student performing with two actors, Chaz Dorek and actress Terry Bibb. I was with Madonna, and was a sold out event, and was very interesting because I not wrong that performing include a student the whole level, elementary, middle school, and high school. Was very good, and is a good program for the children to motivate them to participate in art. Also in March 24, I was in the Palm Springs Unified School District Health and Wellness Festival by Zoom. Was also a lot of the sponsor, and they have different presentations that include dentists, include chef, and what's also a good event was Dr. Zuisi was there, and answering Gerardi. And on March 28, I attended the CSBA Region 18 meeting, was Zoom, and they have a presentation in how to support or the program that they provide for board members and superintendents to giving more training in our roles as governance team leaders. And the training that they give the example, the training that they offer is, for example, orientation for new trustees, board presidents training, the Brown Act, master governance. Also, they provide governance consultant services. On March 28, I attended the Palm Springs High School Athletic Hall at the Fame 2022. They invite past athletes and coaches, and they were recognized, and they share testimonials, and that testimonial send a good messages to the young students about the importance and benefits of playing sports or practicing sport. On March 21st, I attended the DHS Rotary Bid Hair Awards ceremony. On that ceremony, they honor individuals that give their hair to Desert Hot Spring. President John Riardi was the master of the ceremony. He made a good job. It's not easy to be in that position. And in April 2nd, I attended the Facts and Four Ball at the Palm Springs Museum, honoring the Palm Springs School District that participate in the student that participate in the program Young Hero to Animals Adults Transition Program. So it was a good event. And yesterday, I was in Riverside. I attended the 17th annual Riverside County Student Academic Award at Riverside Convention Center. And I want to congratulate the whole award recipients at all high school in Catira and in the Palm Springs School District. Also, and I don't want to read the all, but I want to highlight the other award that they have is the Exceptional Graduate Award recipients. The county board of education picked one person for each school district, and the one that they picked from our school district is April Martinez from Desert Hot Spring High School. Congratulations to them. That is it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ms. Cornett?
I just want to add that a big thank you to all of our staff and students and parents for supporting us in our online, in our in-person learning. Also to say, hopefully everybody has a nice holiday and that our staff gets some time off and our students also to get a good rest and come back for the last few weeks of our school because they'll go really fast. Thank you.
Okay, thank you both. We appreciate your comments. And first, I would like to say thank you to Board President John Girardi for giving me this opportunity and honor to serve as president this evening. It's very special for me to be here and guiding our meeting. Along with Board Member Cornett, a happy spring break to all of our families, staff, students. Be safe and enjoy the rest and relaxation. And I've heard about the professional development, universal design for learning, and all the opportunities for our staff to still be trained. And I thank you for going beyond our break, and helping our teachers learn more. On March 25th, there was a school, Rancho Mirage Elementary, that celebrated Multicultural Week. And they created a paper chain for TK through 5th grade, encouraging messages to Ukraine. And that was very special and appropriate and kind of the school to do that. Also, another school, James Workman, provided a safe space Ukraine discussion in a math and science class, Michelle Dubois, because she saw students who had anxiety and were watching TikTok, and they were worried about what was happening. So she has really taken the torch and provided social emotional learning for our students in the middle school. We are excited that Univision covered our dual immersion language program at Vista Del Monte. Cielo Vista created a pinwheel garden to help Barbara Sinatra fight child abuse for April, because April is National Child Abuse Convention Month, and that was very special. I was so lucky to attend all day. I had the chance to be at the STEM conference, and this conference was located at Raymond Cree from 9 to 12. There were 11 sessions for parents and families and kids, and it was an amazing family engagement center event, very well attended, over 200 people, and it was such a wonderful Saturday, and the quality of work that all of the presenters did and all of the science kits that were given out to take home, all of the special touches and details that made the day just so special. I would encourage all of you and anyone listening to join another future family engagement event. It was top notch, and thank you to Ruby Rivera and all of the family engagement team and everyone that helped to support that event. Also, we've been seeing the farm to school tours. Jezebel from our nutrition services on NBC, Palm Springs, and Telemundo, and seeing our students go down to the East Valley and learn about produce and production of dates and understanding about where our food comes from. That was very special. I'm also excited to be seeing some posts about the Royal Regiment from Rancho Mirage High School, and seeing them win the competition out in Disneyland, along with the choir from Cathedral City High School. What's refreshing is seeing everything kind of coming back to what is exciting for kids and exciting for schools, and that is refreshing. And I'm happy that we're going forward with field trips, events to visit colleges, and starting to branch out. So that's all I have. Thank you. Superintendent, report,
you.
please.
Thank you. Great board comments tonight, and you've covered so many of the exciting events that have been taking place in the district. Thank you for attending those when you can. I know that it's hard to get to all of them, but I appreciate when you're there, and so do the schools and students and teachers and staff as well. Just a couple notes for me tonight in my comments. I always like to present you the most recent case rate data and the positivity rate for Riverside County, and I've been tracking that each time I report it to you back starting in January, when we really saw the very high numbers around the Omicron virus. Or Omicron variant. So I'm very happy to share that for tonight, the case rate has decreased again. It is currently 3.1 out of 100,000, and the positivity rate is 1.7. At our last board meeting, the positivity rate was 2.2, and the case rate was 4.1. So even though we are hearing some news about some increasing cases, again with the new variant, in Riverside County, our numbers continue to look good. I'm very pleased also that our district dashboard currently shows only 12 students and no staff members as current cases. And that is after we moved from a mask mandate to a strong recommendation for our staff and students when they're indoors. And so that's very positive, I think. I did hear this morning that Philadelphia, large urban city, has reinstated their mask mandate, including in public schools. And so that's something I'm keeping my eye on. Certainly, we will always make the best decisions we can for everybody's health and safety, but we are continuing to monitor that. We still are encouraging vaccination clinics as well as testing, and we have testing sites open across the district. I was really excited when I heard that a fourth COVID booster was available for older adults. And then when I found out older meant 50 and up, I wasn't as excited. I was surprised. That's not my definition of older. I was thinking 90 and up, right? So, but it is good to know that those are available. And so, again, please, we encourage you to take advantage of that vaccine if that's something that you would choose to do. Last week, we had a very special visit from the Riverside County Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Edwin Gomez. And Dr. Gomez came here to the district office last Wednesday and met with executive cabinet. We had a great visit, talked about current issues for us here in Palm Springs Unified and for Riverside County and for the state. We then took him on a whirlwind tour of Nellie Kaufman Middle School. And I just have to tell you, I'm so proud of all of our schools in the district and all of our staff members and our incredible students. And Nellie Kaufman did us all proud. We visited the makerspace in their STEAM lab. We saw students working with robots, programming them in ways I had never seen before, which was very exciting. And then we moved to their wellness center, their outdoor Zen garden, and then we even visited a little bit with Ziggy, who is a therapy dog that visits the school once a month. And so Dr. Gomez was really impressed with what he saw there, with lots of promise to send us lots of visitors to other schools in our district as well. Member Jarrell mentioned the UDL training, so it's exciting to see so many staff members taking advantage of some professional development during the spring break. But to echo our board member message and in the message that I sent out from the superintendent's office, we really encourage everyone to take time during this spring break to really rest, recharge, and relax. And if you are working, hopefully you are still able to find those moments of peace at a little bit slower pace so that we can all be prepared for the home stretch here when we return after spring break and move towards the end of the school year and graduation, which will be very exciting. Also happening right now during our spring break is we have our students on the Hbcu Tour. And so this is something I know we're all so excited about and so very proud of here in the district. I just want to share with you a few of the highlights of the student itinerary. Starting on Sunday, which was their second day, they were able to meet, our students were able to meet with the mayor of Norfolk, Virginia, and that's Kenneth Alexander, who talked to our students as a current leader and talked to all of our students as future leaders. And what's really exciting about that opportunity to meet the mayor is that due in part to some of the great publicity Joan Boyko has been giving the district and reporting on the Hbcu tours, a former district administrator, Dr. Lorraine Becker, saw the news about students on the Hbcu tour and contacted the district and said, I have some connections and I think I can get the students opportunities to meet the mayors in some of the cities that they're visiting. So that's such a blessing. Thank you so much, Dr. Becker, and we're so excited for the students who've had that opportunity. The next day, they went to Hampton University and Norfolk University. They left D.C. and then shared their stories last night with our district APAC meeting. And so students were on there talking about what a great trip this has been so far. And they're looking forward to visiting Howard University today and going to the Martin Luther King Monument, as well as the African American Smithsonian and spending time there in the museum. Tomorrow, they have a visit scheduled with Congressman Ruiz's office. And so we're very hopeful that the students will be able to speak with him while they're there. And then wrapping up on Thursday with a visit to Morgan State and some other just great experiences. And then the students will return on Friday. So we're so proud of all of you, students, all of the staff members, everybody in the district, as well as our APAC who worked so hard to make this happen. And thank you for letting me just give everybody a quick update on our students on the Hbcu tour. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sweezy. Next, we'll move on to public hearing, item 12. And 12A is public hearing regarding the approval of statutory school industrial construction, OE 12.2. The board now opens the public hearing on the adoption of resolution number 2021/2022-101, approval statutory school facility fees imposed on new residential industrial construction pursuant to Education Section Code 17620 and Government Code Section 66016A OE 12.2. Have any written comments been received by the district as to the proposed resolution?
Yes, a written comment was received from Desert Valley Builders Association and shared with the board.
Okay, thank you. So, if there are no comments other than that communication, later in the agenda, the board will consider adopting resolution number 2021/2022-101, approving the statutory schools facility fees imposed on new residential and commercial industrial construction pursuant to Education Code Section 17620 and Government Code Section 66016A OE 12.2. Are there any discussion or are there any oral comments at this time? Okay. Since there are no oral comments, I declare the public hearing closed. All right. Next, number 13, board action items. All right. So, 13A. Item 13A is the adoption of resolution 2021-2022-98 proclaiming May 11th, 2022 as Day of the Teacher and designating the week of May 8th through May 14th, 2022 as Week of the Teacher. So, can I get a motion to approve 13A?
Move for approval.
All in favor?
And second.
Okay, second, sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Unanimous. All right. Next, we'll move on to item 13B, adoption of resolution 2021-2022-99, designating May 15th through May 21st, 2022, classified School Employee of the Week, OE 4.9. Can I get a motion to approve this item?
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you. Next, we move on to 13C. Adoption of Resolution 2021-2022-100. Authorization to encumber funds for fiscal year 2022-2023, OE 6.7. Can I get a motion to approve 13C?
Move for approval.
Second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you. Next, we move on to 13D, adoption of resolution 2021-2022-101, approving the statutory school facility fees imposed on new residential and commercial industrial construction pursuant to Education Code 17620 and Government Code Section 66016A OE 12.2. Can I get a motion to approve 13D?
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. All right. We'll move on to item 13E. We are going to look at approval of Head Start and Early Start Grant Application OE 10.1. Can I get a motion to approve 13E?
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Next, for 13F, we're looking at approval of authorized signatures, OE 13-6. Can I get a motion to approve item 13.F?
Motion for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Okay, we're looking at item 13G through 13J. Approval of expulsion case 2021-2022-042 and 2021-2022-043 and expulsion case 2021-2022-044 and expulsion case 2021-2022-45. Recommendations and findings of fact and conclusion of law OE-11. Can I get a motion to approve 13G through 13J?
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Okay. All right. So next, we will be looking to approve superintendent consent items 14A through 14I. And we look through that list. We come down to this question. Can I get a motion to approve superintendent consent items 14A through 14I?
I move for approval.
I second, but I would like for Dr. Kovacs to explain the multi-tiered system of support coach and also about the STEAM teachers for elementary.
Yes, and I am so pleased to be able to highlight those two job descriptions that are here for the superintendent's consent items. The first, the MTSS coach or multi-tiered system of support coach will be able to provide behavioral and social emotional support for our students in middle school. Each middle school will have a MTSS coach, and they will be focusing on the alignment of our MTSS framework as well. So we're very excited that we can provide those supports to our school sites and our teachers as we meet the needs of our students. And the second job description is very exciting as well. Each elementary school will have a STEAM teacher. So science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics will be the focus. And as you know, our elementary teachers now have an additional prep. So they now have 4 preps. So that certificated teacher will be providing STEAM instruction to students once a week. And it's very exciting, and it really promotes that STEAM pathway as they move on to middle school. So we're excited about that. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm excited too for both of those positions. Great.
Do you have any other questions or interests? Okay. So with that, we're going to look at consenting items 14A through 14I. Can I get a motion to approve superintendent consent items 14A through 14I?
I made the motion.
And I second it.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Next, item 15, board consent item. We look at 15A and approval of meeting minutes for March 22nd. Can I get a motion to approve the board meeting minutes for March 22nd, 2022?
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. Okay, next on to item 16, information. Item 16A, initial proposal for successor agreement from California Teamsters Local 911, Teams 1 and Teams 2 to Palm Springs Unified School District, OE 4.9. The board has received and reviewed this information. Okay. So, number 17. Do we have any suggestions for future agendas? Board Member Speriqueta?
No, not so.
Board Member Cornett? Okay, I have none at this time as well. So number 18, setting of the next board meeting. We're looking ahead at our regular meeting for April 26, 2022 at 6 o'clock p.m. All right. So with that, we go to number 19, a debrief. Is there anything that Mr. Speriqueta would like to say in conclusion?
No, I want to say the staff that have to be here today during the spring break vacation. Thank you for that. And after today, enjoy the rest of the spring break. Thank you.
And Board Member Cornett?
No, I'm fine.
And I have no closing comments. Superintendent, do you have anything? Okay, anyone else? All right. So, can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you, everyone, crew, everyone tonight for being here and helping us with this board meeting. And thank you to everyone who's watching tonight. Have a great week ahead. Go ahead.